playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Takes the ball and heads to the left. It's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to throw. It's Johnson. They'll try a pass here. Caught quickly. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
Wide open downfield. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking for some space. It's Durham. Nowhere to run up the middle. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. He escapes the pocket. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And there's the handoff. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
Boy, great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Myles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
First and goal for the offense. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, LSU, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Can he get there on the ground? They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Needs a completion here on 4th down. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. All the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Runs right over the defender.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. To the air, it's Johnson. He's running out of time here. An important third down attempt for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Using his legs here. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Boy, he comes up just short of his first down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. In this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the first down, but it gives him a chance.
He made it. 3 points on the board. And they add to their lead. The player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. snap to the back. The Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it second and medium. Dropping back, it's Becht. Grabbed by the receiver. That'll pick up a first down out of the 37. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. He's got it in the open. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Defense is coming after him. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. So let's see what the play caller likes here on third and short from the plus 27. And he finds his tight end for the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the Tigers are in the red zone. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Going for the completion. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half, leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. We're talking about seizing some momentum.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Johnson. Fires it on the move. The ball is picked off. He can go. Muscles past the defender. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They bring him down. That moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he scores! Touchdown, Clemson! Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the extra point goes up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Dropping back. It's Johnson. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks into open space. He's in the clear. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. The pass rush closing in. The quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at midfield. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. He gets loose. Here he goes. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Extra point makes the lead 11. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out. It's Turner. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Running back has it on a screen now. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the move now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it again. Catch made on the out route.
When a quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest, but on third down, you have to put the ball at least to the first down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. Finding space at the 20. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, it was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
The extra point is good. It's 28-10. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to pass. It's Johnson. He escapes the pocket. Looking downfield. He makes the grab. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they...
It is intercepted.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Has the first down and more. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. It's an easy job for the play call, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
LSU 10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Tackle at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. The sure hands. It's Green. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
It is tough on a defense when a quarterback gets out of the pocket and makes the defense have to decide, are we going to rush him or are we going to stay back in coverage? And there, the quarterback was able to keep looking downfield and find the receiver as the defense scrambled to adjust.
Breaks into the clear. They finally grab the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase. LSU getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
With these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. looking to throw it from the red zone. Bringing pressure. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds his target. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can you keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Grab near the sticks. It's Durham.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
To throw, it's Johnson. Catch is hauled in. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. 2nd and goal for the offense. Shotgun formation. There's an inside give. And they're able to get him down.
They're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
On 3rd and goal, they've got to cut into this big lead. Probably 4-down territory. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Strong defense. They stop him right near the line of scrimmage.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pressure is coming. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. Looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
The running back here on a direct snap. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tap the first and still going. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the 2nd half. Really the only way you can get back into this game. Create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Play fake, looking to throw. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Defense not pressing this time. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter of a fourth down play. They step up yet again. How do you give the ball to your own offense? You work that clock, and you seal victory.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
To throw, it's Becht. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And here's the handoff. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. The Tigers will have to kick it away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. Now it's a very high kick straight up in the air. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Any hopes of staying alive in the playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly. It's desperation time. Using his legs on the scramble. He's found some room at the 45. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Looking deep down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. To the air, it's Johnson. Caught over the middle, it's Green. Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. The pocket breaking down. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. LSU has moved into the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
A play action, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Looking for his back. Grab near the sticks. It's Durham. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. This one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
They come to the line in victory formation, looking to run out the clock and secure the W. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets